nothing but a speaker's corner without a speaker. The absolutely most total disaster you can ever be is to be a suicide bomber and nobody dies. Well, somebody had to break the ice, and I'll tell you, as you could hear earlier, the last thing my wife said to me when I left home this morning, Jon, whatever you do, don't sing. Please don't tell her. I want to tell you a little bit about, we did a survey, a questionnaire of the Faroese 5th graders. And I know all the Nordic countries do surveys, questionnaires of 5th graders and 6th graders. These are the kids that are 11-year-old. But I'm quite sure we are the only nation in the world who made a questionnaire and sent it out to 100% of all the kids in 5th grade. And we got a reply of 89%. And when our board member, Joe finally found the envelope and the stamp, we went up to 59. So, how about swimming? We use, as the Swedish and the Finns use the Nordic definition of ability to swim. It's 200 meters, which are 50 should be on the back. There's been some discussion whether or not these 50 on the back are in or not. So to make it easy, we just asked these kids, can you swim 25 meter or less, 50 meter or less, 100 meter or more, or 100 meter, 200 meter, 1,000 meter or more. So this was the first time we actually found out how does the Faroese schools teach the kids, or do they teach kids to swim? And the answer, well, the answer will be later. We had an answer percent of 89%, and most of the kids answer they have 4 hours every month swimming, but some of them are down to 0, and some of them are a little bit higher. And remember, this is the 5th grade. We took the 5th grade, it's the same age as the Norwegians do in 6th grade, the 11-year-old. And the reality was that Norway and Faroe Islands got exactly the same score. 49% of all the kids in the school can swim 200 meters, in 5th grade can swim 200 meters or longer. Compared to the Danes, which were up at, I think it was 65 or 63%. And I must say, it's always nice to work together with the Danes. When you add their number up, they have 112% of swimmers. So it's actually quite a good success rate. But the great thing about this is we could compare every school on the Faroe Islands. Do they have a swimming pool? Who is the swim teacher? It's easy. You can actually say, oh, that swim teacher is very good and that's a very poor swim teacher. And I know one of our lecturers Sunday hates when I tell this, and she will probably come up and say I'm a liar and it's not, I asked the wrong question. But we have a comparison. In Fuglafjord, which is a small village on Eysturoy where there live approximately 1,700 people, they have an old 62 meters pool. They have a swim team. So they have all the chances of the kids learn to swim. And then there is actually one of the bigger places on Eysturoy called Runavik, where there's no pool. There is a pool in 2 kilometers away where they go, where they take the kids in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade, I think it is. So, it's somewhere here, a lot of paper. You'll just be happy I don't have a video showing. I would never finish this. But how do these two schools compare? How is the result for a school where they have a swimming pool and where they don't have one? Well, actually, in Fuglafjord, where they have a swim team, they have a pool, 90% of the 5th graders can swim 200 meters or more. And in Runavik, 20%. So you just imagine this. 10 kids go down to play at the harbor. We do that a lot in the Faroe Islands. In Fuglafjord, they fall in the water, 1 might die. In Runavik, 8 might die. So obviously, I don't need to tell the foremost expert of all the Nordic countries that swimming teaching is important. And as Dave said today, everything we do inside the Swimming Association of Faroe Islands is based on to learn kids to swim. To learn to swim 200 meters, to be able to swim to the nearest ladder, swim ashore, and get ashore if they are in danger. And everything else, all the great success we have in Faroese swimming is just cream added on this crust. So learn to swim is actually the basement. And if you have a pool, if you have a swim team, if you have possibility to learn the kids, they will learn to swim. So 20% know how to swim 200 meters or more in a school without a pool, and 90% in the school with the pool. And just to those of you that didn't spend half day reading my newsletter we send out, we are 18 islands on the Faroe Islands, 17 are inhabited. We have 48,500 people inhabitants. We cover an area of 1,399 square kilometers. We have 19 public pools. 3 of those are 25 meter, 12 are 62 third meters, and 4 are odd numbers from 10 to 16 meter. And 2 of these 19 pools are not functional. So that's more or less how it is in the Faroe Islands. 50% of the kids know how to swim, and they know it when they have the pool. The other way, they just drown. Thank you. And the microphone is open, and this is the speaker's corner.